and just to show solidarity with other groups who are putting forth demands, who are doing work, who are protesting, who are lifting their voices across the city and across the nation. So with that being said, we're going to start, first of all, recognizing George Floyd and what happened to him and why we are here. One of the reasons why we are here that brought us all together across this nation. And we want to have a moment of silence not only for him, but for the injustices that have happened in this city that we live in this state that we live in, directly to ourselves. So if everybody could put an L in the air for one love, for those that we lost, and let's have a moment of silence.
And we continually see the same thing happening over and over and over again. And you see the city telling you they are tired. The people are beyond fed up. The words are no longer enough. And that's why you see the energy and the anger and the rage in the streets. Don't blame them. Blame these systematic, oppressive, racist, structural, violent systems that have continued to keep people bound and oppressed. People are tired of it. Absolutely tired of it.
And I want to specifically speak to Sheriff Ernell Lucas and Police Chief Morales. Sheriff Ernell, you know what it is. Some of these people in this group made sure that you were the sheriff after what happened before, after the calamitous regime of David Clark. And so your response is to allow the people under your direction to shoot bullets, rubber bullets, I don't care what they are, they're still bullets, tear gas, tanks, flak jackets, military gear at the children of this city?
No, wait.
Chief Morales, you say you're a person of faith. I am too. I'm a Christian. But it's exactly, the people have no faith in you, Chief Morales. And then you say you're a person of faith, but Jesus will be out here in these streets with these young people.
Why aren't they doing it? Because the police need to police the police. What is the blue line? Who does the blue line protect the police against? Us. There's only one other people on the other side of the blue line. If you're not a cop, then what are you? You the people. Who got the power? The people got the power. So what is this blue line? What is this gang culture?
And this is our time to speak up. Because we've been too silent for too long. Just like they said. Of course, a lot of things are going on in our world today, nationally. But we have a focus here for our people who's dying in the hands of these police officers. So we need to stand up for our people as well.
We're marching to have lives saved. That's what we're marching for. We're marching for my baby. We're marching for these people's baby. We're marching for my nephew. We're marching for my brother. I'm marching for my parents who still have to sit and watch it, who came up through the Great Migration, who were there in Mississippi when Emmett Till was lynched. We're still seeing the same thing. Why do my parents still have to go through that? We don't deserve this. We deserve better. We are human beings. And the tear gas, unacceptable, inhumane. Show us the body cam video that shows there was a Molotov cocktail thrown. Show us the body cam. We're sick and tired of being sick and tired.
I don't want cops putting down their shields and walking with us, unless the walk is to internal affairs to admit guilt, and to the chief's office to quit if they have been guilty of injustice or have hatred in their hearts, or with us into the office of legislators to say we agree this must change and we will support what the people want and need.
Yes. Yes.
Distractions. While our elders can't sleep due to worry for each and every one of us, while they have to travel a little further for their medicine and groceries, so on and so forth, the suburbs are sleeping well, knowing their police force will ensure their property and city limits are being guarded as king's gold. No more distractions.
No more distractions.
We need guided action.
It can't happen without legislation change, and that's why we need people out in the streets out here. But CPAC is Civilian Police Accountability Council. We did it in Chicago. We did it in a couple other cities across the state. When Angela Davis, the Black Panthers, those visionaries way long ago came together and founded the National Alliance Against Racist and Political Repression, they had it in mind. They knew this was much bigger than us. This is about power against oppressed people. And that's what they're doing on these streets. That's what they did to the Cole family. That's what they did to Jay Anderson. We need community members to have the power to hire and fire the police, the people on our streets, the people who take our tax dollars. That's what we need right now. We need CPAC. So that's that independent committee that we need. And we need to push our legislators. We need our community members on that council, and that's what we're going to do. And we're going to be out in the streets until it's done. So.
The Fire and Police Commission is supposed to be a citizen accountability commission. It is not. It is turned into the puppetry of Mayor Barrett. And that should not happen. And so what I am going to say is the 4 seats that right now, he could appoint. He could appoint, they may tell me to say no to this, but he could appoint Paul, Marquesa, Jared, and Bethany. There go 4 people right there that he could appoint. That, can I get a round of applause if you disagree? So as you can see, those 4 seats, what would that mean? It would mean that the place that hiring, firing, accountability, prevention, all could be addressed, because that is the job of the Fire and Police Commission. The fact that those 4 appointments have not been done is ridiculous. And the fact that 2 of them have not been used by the mayor for more than a decade when I did the legislation, unacceptable. The reason that you can see an officer with his knee in the neck of a citizen or a person is because there is no accountability at the top.
All these people in the streets, one of the things that has happened in the city is that we have lost continuity. We have lost the connection from so-called elected officials, and I include my friends in that. I know a lot of them. So-called elected officials. Y'all can be mad all you want. You know I don't give a damn. Whose job it is, who we put there to represent us. And so I'm just going to make a vow today. If you are not completely, absolutely signed on to not only police reform, but police divestment and community investment and building the city on a foundation that isn't poverty, disenfranchisement, and disillusionment, then I'm going to do everything I can to make sure that those people in that street replace you in that office. What we're going to do, we ain't got time for this anymore. You know, we're going to make these young kids who are doing this for the first time because they done seen their friends be beat up and maligned, themselves be beat up and maligned, their brothers, sisters, cousins, mothers, fathers be killed and murdered, coming out in these streets. We're going to turn them to activists, then we're going to turn them to organizers, then we're going to turn them to governors, then we're going to turn them to aldermen.